What's up my people, welcome to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to find the best youth players in FC24 career mode. Hopefully by the end of this video you'll know how to do this and you'll do it every single time when you start career mode. Let's get straight into today's video. So we are currently using Colchester United and it's an EFL League 2 team. The reason why we're using them is because they're in a lower league. I've given Colchester 500 million. The reason why I've done this is because I want to get the youth staff as quickly as possible, and once we get the youth staff I'm going to show you how we get the players. So first you scroll to this part of the menu and we are going to sack that youth staff and we're going to get a 5-star youth staff. What this means is when you get a 5-star youth staff, he will be able to tell you the exact overall of the player and his potential as well. So if we were to get a 1-star, even if that youth star could develop to 90 plus, it wouldn't be accurate because he doesn't have enough experience and his judgment rating isn't high enough. So I would normally go for 5-star, even if you got one. So I tend to go for 5-star. So there you go. Let's see if we can get one more 5-star and hopefully you guys will be able to understand what we're going to do now. Okay, so we didn't get a 5-star, but we're gonna also fire this guy, and that's the reason why I've given myself 500 million. Now if you don't get a 5-star immediately, all you need to do is hire another staff and then fire them again and rinse and repeat until you see a 5-star. Sometimes a 4-star is really good as well, so don't get it twisted. I'm just doing this because I like to see 5-star, and I feel as if we get the right players when we do this. And as you can see, it's not too expensive to fire them. Obviously it's just the price you have to pay immediately to buy them, and sometimes it just takes doing this over and over again a couple of times and you should be able to land a 5-star. Great. It doesn't matter where the 5-star staff comes from. So this guy's from Portugal, we could send him anywhere in the world. Wales and Australia, it doesn't matter. So we're going to show you now where to find the best youth players in the game. So the first place you want to send your players is Central Europe. Now Germany is a good country to send your staff. You could also go to France as well if you wanted to find the next Mbappe. You could go to Austria, Switzerland, but in Central Europe I would go Germany, Netherlands, Belgium and France. Those would be my top choices. But again, if you're using a lower team, it doesn't really matter. You could go Switzerland or Austria. It doesn't matter. Now the duration of how long you want to send the staff out, you could send the staff out for 3 months, you can send them out for 6 months or 9 months. I've found players that are 90 plus potential in the first 3 months. I found them in like the first month of scouting. So you don't need to do 9 months. You could just do 3 months and it's going to cost you 120,000. And then depending on the position you want, or if you wanted to find a specific player, you could put it into the options there and that would get you the player you want. But for us, I'm just going to put striker for instance, and we'll send that staff out. The next region to send your staff would be South America. So again, Argentina if you wanted to find Messi, the next Messi. If you wanted to find the next R9, then South America would be the place. And again, you can send them to all these other countries, Chile for like Sanchez, but my favorite would, even Uruguay as well, you could send your players, but my favorite pick would be Brazil and Argentina. Alright, so let's send this coach out for 3 months to find the next Neymar. Let's say we want a left wing player. That's what we're going to do. Next up, Southern Europe is a very good region to send your staff because you've got Portugal. Again, if you wanted to find the next Ronaldo, if you wanted to find a player from Spain, Italy. Yeah, we got a few players right here, but I would mainly go Italy, Spain or Portugal. Now let's say 3 months and we want to find the next Ronaldo. Ronaldo started off as a left wing player, so we're going to start him off as a left winger. Now we've got all the staff and they've gone out for scouting now. What we are going to do is tell you a few tricks on how the staff works. So the scouting basically works. Whenever you send off the scouting is when you will get back the report. So I've done the scouting on the 1st of July. That means my first report should return on the 1st of August. So you could advance for a month, or you could just continue playing your career mode as you would, and as soon as you get to the next month, then you would stop and you get a report. We're going to advance 1 month and we should be able to find a player. Also, if this video is helping you so far, make sure you like this video so YouTube can recommend it to others, and leave some comments down below on any questions that you want me to answer for you guys. I reply to every single comment that you guys leave. If you want proof of that, just go on my previous videos and you'll see I've replied to almost every comment, if not every comment, but sometimes one will slip, but I reply to every single comment because we want to build that great community. Okay, we are back now. We have simulated until the 1st of August, which is 1 month later, and we should start getting some notifications. So we've got our first report here from one of the staff. What we can do now is go through the report and we will be able to find a player. Now I tend to go for players that are 1 million or over. A player over the value of 1 million will have 90 plus rating potential. So let's reject, and let's reject. 875 is not too bad. We'll sign him just to show you an example, but anyone under 800 you don't want to sign, so reject. 300, reject. Those guys are not worth you wasting money and your time. Reject. 850, I'll sign him just to show you guys. There we go. Our first player that we found, Gomez. Again, he's worth 1.4 million, and I'm going to tell you this, guys, his potential is between 70 to 90, so we are going to sign him. His overall starts off at 60 to 80, but between 60 and 80, but we'll have a look. And he's 15 as well, so he will be in your youth academy until he becomes 16. You can't sign him to the first team. 600, he goes to 88 potential, but as I've said, anything under 1 million is not really worth you wasting your time, because if you want to get to the Premier League or whatever league you want to get to, you've got to sign the best players and develop them as soon as possible. So we've got one more report left, and we're going to find out if we find another player that would be great for us. Normally I get players that are worth like 2 million, but we're not getting that now. So we are going to simulate to 1 month time, and I'm going to show you guys what we're working with. So we're going to look in the youth academy. Just before we do that, when I'm finding the best youth players, I normally release anyone that I see has a potential that's lower than 90. So I would release him. I would also release him. I would also release him. 81 I would release as well. So none of these guys wouldn't make it. Even 50 for me as well. Overall 50 is way too low. You want them to be between 60 plus. So 65, you can see here, he could go into your team immediately if you've started in the EFL League 2. He could go into your team immediately, obviously if he was 16. So this 17-year-old, I would actually put him into the team. And as you can see, he's a 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. You could develop him as well. Here's another player. I would realistically get rid of this guy. The reason why I would, even though he's a 91 rated, his potential starts off way too low, and you could probably loan him out. That would probably fix the issue, doing a loan glitch. If you want to find out more about that, just leave a comment down below and I'll make a video on that. But yeah, I would release him. Last player here from Italy, he has an 89 potential. Now he does start off at 56. It's not too bad. Anyone 90 is pretty decent, but as I said, 65, you can see here, he's going to be our player. Now we're going to advance by 1 month and see if we can find an actual player that's over 1.4 million again. So we are now in the 1st of September, and we're going to go through to see if we find another player. We don't. 86 again. These guys are not worth you wasting your time. This guy here actually does go up to a 94 potential, but he starts between 51 to 61. We still can't find a player. We got one more scout, and this is the reason why it's good to send out more than 2 staff at the same time, because you're bound to get a player that will go into your starting 11. So there we go. He's 94 as well, but we can find better than that. So we're gonna do the final month now. So we'll go to October and we'll see if we find a player that is valued more than 1.4 million or even over a million. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure you smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Leave some questions, get involved in the community. Youth staff, let's see now. We get another player again. He's not worth our time. Not worth our time. Let's try and see if we can find. Okay, we have done it. We have found a player, Diogo Tavares. Again, he is valued at 2 million. Now, he is 16 years old as well, so you could put him in the team immediately. He starts with an overall between 61 and 81. So again, I would sign him. Now, 450. You see why I say it doesn't make any sense? Because the lower the overall, the longer it's going to take for you to develop that player. So we're going to reject that player. Okay, so that was our final report on our youth staff. We only managed to find, I think it was 3 players. So we've got 91 here. Okay, he's from Ghana, so I didn't send him out. But yeah, for this video, I'm going to just release this guy. He does have a good potential, but we're going to leave the guys that we scouted. So Portugal, yeah, Brazil, Portugal, and Belgium, we're going to get rid of him. So you can see he does have a high potential, but look at his overall 44. It's going to take him a very long time to grow to 88. So let's release him. And that's what I mean why you shouldn't waste your time with certain players. 15, he's 56 rated, but look how far off he is from the rest of these guys. 61, 65, 66 overall. So he's going to become a 17 less than 1 season. So again, I would release this youth player, and looking at my team, I would decide what player I needed, what player would suit me, and if I sign them to the team, I could also move them around. So I'm going to sign Tavares right now, and we're going to bring him into the team. This is how you decide on their development plan as well. So you could, for instance, move him around. So let's go and find Tavares and let's put him into the team. So to find his best position, you could move him around, and you can see he's got -7. He's got -8. So let's use a 4-3-3 kind of formation, and let's see. Alright, so he's 66 on the left, 66 on the right. As a striker, he gets -2. So he doesn't have a boost. If you put him somewhere, he doesn't get a boost. So that means his best position is actually could be on either side, right or left. Yeah, he's also a 3-star, so you could train him, or you could scout until you find a player that's better. But look, he's also got some traits as well. So this is what I'm talking about when I say to find the best youth players. You've got to scout Brazil, France, Italy, Spain, even England as well. You could scout to find some of the best players. But that's one player that we found. We're going to also go and have a look at another player and sign him as well. So the next player I would sign would be Gomez, but we're not allowed to sign him until he gets to the age of 16. We've got to wait. Pereira is another player that we could sign as well. So let's promote him to, okay, too young. Okay, so see, we got 2 players that are too young to get promoted. Okay, let's sign Camilo. He's 61 rated. Again, we could work with that, and we're going to put him in the team and see what his best position is. Okay, so left wing is his natural position, but let's try moving him as a striker. So there you go, he gets +1. If we move, let's see if we move him into the midfield, he gets -7. So he's not a midfielder. He could actually play as a striker because he's got the pace, and he's also got for shooting stats. So if you wanted him to go up, I would initially do 1 training with him for his development. It shouldn't take long. I would find him in, there you go, he's got the status of an exciting prospect, so that means he can go 90+, and you can see his training wouldn't take long. But what I would do is I would train him to become a striker. It only takes him 2 weeks, and he should go up by +1, so he'd be a 62. And let's find Tavares as well, and let's see his training stats. So development stats, sorry. So you can see swapping him anywhere else wouldn't be a good idea because it would take way too long for him to become a striker. But development wise, I would always pick the best plan. And also, I've got a video that I will be releasing next. It's focused on player development, and it will teach you guys how to find the best development plan for each player. So as you can see, we want to find the least possible ETA time for him to get to the next overall, which is going to be 67. He's 66 rated at the moment, so I would go for one that says 22 weeks, which you've got inverted, support, or wide player. And I would normally go for one that does both sprint speed and acceleration, but unfortunately for this guy, he doesn't actually have a stat that covers both. So what we would do is we would just pick the best one after that, which would either be for shooting, which would be inverted winger. That would increase his weak foot as well. Now we've set the correct training plan, you would continue playing the career mode until he gets to where he needs to be. And 2 weeks is when he would become a striker, so I'm just going to simulate until 2 weeks, and once we get to that point, then we're going to change his position, and you're going to see he's going to get an increase on his overall. Squad hub, and let's find our striker now. So development plan, you should see now he is a striker, so we're going to change position and watch what happens to his stats now. He goes to 63, so he's gone up by a +2, and on top of that now we can train different stats for him now. So we could actually train his pace, his shooting, a bit of his passing, and his dribbling. And I normally like going for mobile striker. Training mobile striker will make this player a 5-star skiller, and that's the reason why I would put it on. And also it does increase his sprint speed, acceleration, shooting, passing. So as you can see, he has gone up by a +2 in 2 weeks, and if we were to sim to the end of the season, we would see his development. Now you guys can see how we've developed him in less than 2 weeks to +2. I'm gonna simulate until the end of the season just to show you guys a final result. Doesn't matter if I get sacked or if we get promoted, it really doesn't matter, but we are going to simulate until the end of the season. Alright, so we are actually at the end of the season. Well, not at the end of the season, I think it's around, oh yeah, the 21st of February, and we have been sacked. Do you guys want to find out how to avoid being sacked in FC24 career mode? There will be a video for this, but if you guys get this video to 1,000 likes and you leave your comments, then I will make a video on how to not get sacked in FC24. Great. Make sure you guys follow me on all social media platforms. The links are available in the description. And if this video has helped you guys in any way, smash that like button. Do you guys want to see more career mode videos like this to help you set up your career mode? Make sure you subscribe to the channel and also turn on bell notifications so you can see when another video drops. Also, don't forget to click the next video, which should appear just here. It's about FC24 sharpness in career mode, and it's the fastest way to get max sharpness. Thank you guys for watching. Like a candle, I'm out.